affecting students. My first meeting would be the following week. One more thing, he said before hanging up. The settlement checks are being processed. Your families should arrive by Friday. I thanked him, feeling strange about the money aspect. I hadn't even thought about what I would do with my portion of it. My parents had already decided to put most of theirs toward my college fund, but said I could decide what to do with my share. That afternoon, I ran into Miss Thompson in the hallway. She smiled warmly at me. I heard about your new position on the school board. Congratulations. Thanks, I said. I'm nervous about it though. She nodded understanding. That's natural. But you know what? Sometimes the most important changes happen because ordinary people stand up when something isn't right. That's all you did. I thought about her words all day. I hadn't set out to start a movement or change school policies. I just wanted to learn math in math class. But somehow, one small stand had turned into something much bigger. By Friday, things at school had finally started to feel normal again. The new math teacher, Ms. Jackson, was fantastic, clear, knowledgeable, and actually focused on teaching us calculus. I was finally catching up on all the material we'd missed. After school, I walked home with Riley and Quinn, discussing our upcoming test. It's kind of crazy, Riley said. Remember when all we wanted was for Ms. Wright to teach us some actual math equations? And now the whole school system is changing because of it. Quinn laughed. Yeah, Jordan accidentally became a school reform activist by asking to learn calculus. I shook my head. I still can't believe how out of control everything got. All I did was ask a question. Sometimes that's all it takes, Quinn said. One person asking, hey, this isn't right. Can we fix it? When I got home, there was a large envelope waiting for me on the kitchen table. Inside was a check for $10,000, my portion of the settlement, along with a formal letter from the school district acknowledging the inappropriate classroom conduct and affirming their commitment to the new policies we'd requested. I stared at the check for a long time, thinking about everything that had happened. The money felt strange in my hands, like a weird souvenir from a crazy experience I never wanted to have again. That evening, I made a decision. I called Riley and Quinn and asked them to meet me at the coffee shop near school. When they arrived, I explained my idea. I want to use the settlement money to start a student advocacy group, I told them. Something that helps give students a voice when they're not being heard. We could offer support, document issues, maybe even provide small scholarships for students who need to take additional classes to catch up when a teacher fails them. Riley's eyes widened. That's actually a brilliant idea. Quinn nodded enthusiastically. We could call it the equation, because we're trying to solve the problems in the system. I smiled. It felt right, taking something negative and turning it into something that could actually help other students. Let's do it, I said. We can start planning this weekend. As I walked home that evening, I realized something important. Standing up for what's right isn't always easy or comfortable. Sometimes it makes you the center of unwanted attention, but sometimes it's the only way things ever change. I spent the entire weekend planning the equation with Riley and Quinn. We sketched out ideas on my kitchen table while my mom kept bringing us snacks. Quinn's older sister is in law school, so she helped us figure out how to set up a proper non-profit organization. Turns out there's a ton of paperwork involved, but we were determined to make this happen. We should add Melissa to the committee, Riley suggested while doodling logo ideas. She's good at organizing stuff. I nodded in agreement. And maybe we could ask Ms. Thompson to be our faculty advisor? She was pretty much the only staff member who supported us from the beginning. By Sunday night, we had a solid plan. Use half my settlement money as starting funds, create a website where students could report issues anonymously, and hold monthly meetings to address concerns. The remaining money